Good morning. I hope you're doing good. The name is Pumeza. Sisterhood Hour Moments. I don't know what I'm going to call these little short bursts of content that I record. But thank you for joining the community in terms of our YouTube channel. Thank you for following the Instagram and the LinkedIn and the the Twitter pages. I really appreciate every like, every comment, every share that is there. I really do appreciate it. I thought let me do a quick video on a moment that, actually a few moments that actually had me really bringing self towards self. Also acknowledging some things for me personally where I thought, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm a little inadequate or struggling, which we all are, I think. But let me backtrack a little bit. Like, let me take you on this journey. We'll call this allowing yourself the moments where you're not okay, where you want to not show up but you end up doing it, and also being able to be honest with yourself in those moments, because I feel like we don't do that often enough, and we just want to like bulldoze our way through it and be like, I'm fine. Meanwhile, you're not. So let me share. So coming back to what I wanted to chat to you guys. So the month of March has been a little bit crazy, in a lot of different ways, right? And I think for a few people that are close to me also, like, there have been a few changes that they've been experiencing and going through and walking through and working through, and just navigating them for themselves. And there were 3 really like standout moments for me where I was like, Pumeza, you need a time out. Pumeza, you need a time out. You need to take a step back. You need to take a moment. You need to breathe. And I think I was telling myself I didn't have the opportunity to take a time out and to breathe, because I needed to show up. I needed to show up for other people. And I'm like the worst person to like show up for myself. Like, I really am bad at it. So there were 2 baby showers, one weekend after the other. And in the mix of things, there was also an event that one of my cousins, a really good cousin of mine, was hosting. And I remember the week before, I was like, oh, do I want to go? And I was like, yes, I want to go. I committed to going, so I'm going to go. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be all about providing support and cheering them on and doing the things, right? Up until... then I was picking up another cousin of mine, and my daughter was going, like, I had made plans for my daughter in terms of getting taken care of, and then I ended up taking my daughter with because plans just rearranged, etc. And I think up until the moment I left home to fetch another one of my cousins to go with her to this particular event, I was not sure if I was going to go, because I didn't feel like I was in the spirit of things. I didn't feel like I was in the right frame of mind to be out and about and be in the midst of other people. And I really wanted to go because I really wanted to show up for my cousin, because my cousin's always been there for me, through thick and thin, through like, he's that guy, he's one of those guys. And I'm very fortunate to have a really close relationship with some of my cousins where, if you're like, hey, kunzima, or hey, happy moments, let's celebrate, they're there, when possible, they are there. And I was fetching another one of my cousins, and also I was like, oh, it'll be really good to hang out with her, but am I in the right frame of mind? Am I okay? Am I going to show up for her in the way that I need to show up for her? But lo and behold, I went, got in the car, my daughter was with me, and off we went, picked my cousin up, went to my other cousin's event. It was a good time, right? It was a really good time, and I'm glad we eventually went. That I chose to go. And then the following day I had a baby shower, also I was like, oh, should I go? Shouldn't I go? Am I okay to go? Do I feel like I'm okay to go? And in those moments, I mean, even like this past weekend, there was another baby shower I had to go to. And the thing is, for me, like, it wasn't a do or die kind of situation, but because of the relationship I have with these particular individuals, I really wanted to show up. And I really was like, oh, it would not even, it wasn't even about them. It was like, for me, it'll mean so much to me to show up for them, because I don't want to drop them, right? I don't know, in my mind, that's how I reasoned it, that if I don't show up, then I'd be dropping them. And I admitted to the one friend yesterday that actually I wasn't really in the right frame of mind to be present, but I came through because it was so important for me to see people that I really love, right? Who I may not see often, but when I see them, wow, my heart just explodes and I'm happy and I feel good. I feel seen, right? On the flip side, though, I had to be honest with myself and be like, should I have gone? And also, like, is it okay to give yourself permission to say, I love you to pieces. I love you to pieces. I adore you. I want to be there for you, but I can't right now. Like, is it okay to say that? How do you say that? How do you articulate that? How do you not feel bad about it? And this is why that I feel like it's okay that for you to be able to do those things. And maybe we can try these things sometimes for ourselves, and to say, you know what, this is where I'm at. I can't be fully in the moment with you because of X, Y, and Z. So I thought of a couple of things, and you can let me know what you think about them after hearing them. Okay, so first things first. For me, like, what I had needed to do was to actually acknowledge what I was feeling. I had to acknowledge the headspace that I was in, because also, I mean, early on in the week, I was in the bathroom in tears, having a moment, and voice noting a friend and being like, oh my gosh, like, so much is happening. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to cope. And that for me is like okay, hang on a second, what's happening in your life? What's going on? What's stressing you out? And I had to, I don't want to say I had to get to that point, but I had to be like, okay, something's not right and I'm not okay. I'm tired, in various different ways, not just only physically, but in a mental, spiritual, physical, emotional kind of tired. And I need to take a step back. I need to take a moment. I need to take a couple of steps back. And I need to have some stillness in my life. I need to take better care of myself. So I'm being very conscious and very deliberate about where my time goes, where my energy goes. And also sometimes, as much as it sucks, especially for me, because I want to see the people in my life happy and okay and successful, and I want them to feel tons of love. I want them to feel like they know that I'm there. Come hell or high water, preferably neither. But I want them to know that I am present and I love them and they're important to me. But I realize that I'm not doing that for myself. And I need to get better at that. I need to take better care of myself. So I'm reading a lot more. I miss that. Wow. I've sifted so much of, like, in terms of what I engage with in terms of social media. Lots of unfollowing and muting and just not engaging. And also, I don't want to say, like, editing the conversations I have, but sometimes I've realized it's okay for me to just not feel like I need to engage in every single conversation. Like, for example, if something bothers me that much about something, I would rather be like, okay, hang on a second. What is it about the situation that is triggering me, that I'm feeling a certain type of way about it? And instead of making it about external, let me start with the internal. Let me work on me, because perhaps however I'm feeling is a me thing and it's not the rest of the world. And also, I'm realizing that as much as we talk about mental health, we talk about it, but how are we actioning those things that we know need to get done to ensure that we are okay as people? Who in your community is someone that you can lean on, and fairly lean on, because everybody's going through stuff. If you're not in the position to find a healthcare practitioner who can help you, what other resources do you have? What other support systems do you have? Because those are important. And also learning for me to be like, actually, I don't have to be present at this particular event, but I can be like, hey, babe, really want to join you, really want to be there. Sorry I couldn't make it. However, can we meet up another time? And to be vulnerable enough to say, you know what, I'm not okay right now, and I don't want to, it's not like I don't want to be with you and your people and your squad, but right now I just need to take care of myself. And I realize that we don't allow ourselves that, or I don't allow myself that. I don't allow myself those moments to say, actually, it's okay for me to not want to show up. It's okay for me to say, today I need time for me, and be okay with that. So I'm hoping that we get to do that for ourselves day by day. I'm hoping that we find the strength to get to do that day by day. And you have your community of people, you have your community of individuals who are with you, who love you, who can hold you so tight, you know, when you need it, that you can be open and honest enough to tell them that right now I'm not okay, but I will be okay. But just know that it's all love. It's all love, it's all light, it's all blessings. I just need to be a better friend to myself. And I think we all need to do that at some point. We need to all be a really good friend to ourselves, because we deserve that level of love and friendship that we give out to the world. We deserve it. We deserve it just as much. So that is me. I hope you can do that for yourself, and I can't wait to see that. So that's me. Love, light, and blessings. Have a great one.